Hello. So this segment is going to be a what's in my bag, and I am filming this just after the day after a day where I was out all day. So things are probably going to be a bit kind of like chaotic and messy in here. I tend to organise things ahead of a day out, and then by the end of that day it's kind of, a mess. That day out was also a snow day, so there's things in here like my gloves, which I don't necessarily have with me every day, but I just figured I'd do it in a very like easy breezy organic way. So my everyday carry bag is quite big. I don't think it's all going to fit in frame, but I could maybe insert a photo or something as well, just to give you a quick visual. It's a canvas crossbody bag. I found it on eBay for like £15 or something. I used to hate crossbody bags because they would make me really dysphoric, but I had top surgery about a year and a half ago now, and so I was able to live my crossbody dreams. It's plain black canvas. I've considered putting patches and badges and things like that on it, but I quite like it kind of as is for the moment. And then I've got a keychain on here, which I can't remember his name, Labulu, I think that's what it's called, or Hamph, as I've started calling him, because I think it was Bronte's partner, Bronte Plans or Bronte Sonic on here. Her partner said that because of the way the teeth are, but then he's smiling, it kind of looks like he's going Hamph. So yeah, I kind of call him that as well now. So he's on here, he keeps me company out and about, and also like from an autistic point of view, this like fur bit's really lovely and soft, so he's a good comfort item when I'm out and about, because this softness I'll like sort of stroke his head sometimes, or like his arm or leg or ear, just as a like nice sensory thing. So yeah, that was like the outside. So I'm going to do my best to show you everything, but I am conscious of like how big the bag is, and part of it's like outside of the frame at the moment. So look at the pockets to start with. Is there anything else in here? Yeah. Okay, so looking at the pockets, we've got a pair of gloves here. I got these from Muji, I think last winter or the winter before. I can't recommend them enough, they're lovely and soft. Next I've got an antibac dispenser. It's a spray one. And yeah, that's obviously in that front pocket because then it's easy to get to out and about. We've got a tangle. In last week's video I did a what's in my stim box / autistic first aid kit. So if you want to see more about my tangles and stims and stuff, go and have a look at that. I always try and keep at least one in my bag in case I forget to bring one out with me. And then there's a similar pocket back here. So what have I got in here? Okay, so in here I've got some earbuds. They're just like an affordable brand. I think these maybe cost me £20. In-ear earbuds. They're a bit dusty. A lot of the time I will wear my overhead earphones, but sometimes I have sensory problems with them, and also sometimes they run out of battery. So these are good for those situations. And I've also got my sunflower lanyard in here. So I'll wear this most of the time when I'm out and about, just to help indicate to people in shops and stuff that I have a hidden disability. I've got my loops on here. I have two different types of loops. I have the ones that you wear to like block everything out, that are I think like a soft silicone, because that means if you're sleeping they're not just going to fall out. And then I have one of them's missing. What the hell? Okay, that's something for me to sort out. But I also have these ones where they dial things down a bit, but you can still focus on conversations and stuff. And I made a little charm to go on here that says autistic. I'm thinking about getting some badges to go on here to help communicate what my various needs are, but for the time being I made that kind of, as like a little communication thing, but also it was just like a craft thing for me to do one day. I'm now like thinking, sugar, have I like fully lost one of my loops? But I'm going to try and concentrate. So I've got two pockets at the front here. There's nothing in this first one because I think I was keeping my phone in that yesterday. So I just wanted to make sure that as I was taking that in and out, I wasn't going to accidentally knock things out, because I have done that in the past. And then this pocket is very messy. Oh God. So I mentioned that I was out yesterday. So this is 99% receipts that I'm going to put to the side. Yeah, bus ticket, that kind of thing. But also, yesterday I went to one of my local like head shops, and I bought a couple of crystals in there. So I've got some carnelian here, and got some aventurine, green aventurine. Sometimes I pronounce things wrong, so I might have pronounced those wrong. Just put those there for now. I've got my radar key, and I have, this is getting a bit ropey now, I have like a print off card from the National Autistic Society, and that's got like contact information for my partner on the other side. And then I've got some DIY communication cards. These are something I spoke about a little bit in last week's video as well. I'll put the card up for you. So those are there for if I need them. I'm going to empty the bag out and just go through all the items, because I think I'm going to make too much noise otherwise. Okay, so in the main body of my bag, this is what I've got going on in there at the moment. So firstly, I've got this balaclava. I'm trying to think of the best way to show you. This balaclava. I bought this from someone, I think on Etsy or maybe Vinted a couple of years ago, and it's hand knitted, which is really lovely. And it's a similar-ish sort of colour to my gloves, so I think they coordinate quite well. We've got my sunglasses in here. Doesn't really need any explanation. They're prescription because I wear glasses. I've got my wallet here. Make sure there's no personal information. Yeah, my wallet. Everything's quite minimal. This is a Fossil wallet. Oh, I've just realised a bunch of the letters have come off. Fossil primarily do leather goods, but they do have some vegan items, and rather than this being like vegan leather, i.e. plastic, it's actually made out of cactus. I don't know how they do it, but it's made out of cactus instead, so that's good. And then I've got a couple of like pouches here. So this one contains my iPod. The screen's a little bit mucky. Contains my iPod with the earphones. So sometimes I will opt for my iPod rather than listening to like a podcast or something. It's always good as like a extra backup as well. So if some of my headphones die, I know I've always got something to listen to there. And then this last pouch is kind of like first aid kit type things. So this pouch is actually a toiletry bag from Flying Tiger. They had it stocked as like part of their Halloween range, but you might be able to get it on their website as well. So in here, I've got paracetamol and hay fever tablets. We've got plasters in a couple of different sizes. I've got a solid perfume balm, which isn't first aid, but you know, if ever I needed it, then it's there. Got another hand sanitizer. I think this is actually running a bit low, so I might replace it. Got a soothing salve, which includes candula and mallow. This is good for like scrapes and cuts, and basically any area of the body that might need some healing and soothing. And it's all natural ingredients. In push comes to shove, I'd use it as like a lip balm or a hand balm as well. I've got a Glossier lip balm here, the minty one. I've got a hand lotion from the Body Shop, and I've got these ginger chews. So something I experience quite a lot is motion sickness, particularly in the car and in the train. And so these are here for if I'm starting to feel nauseous. And also sometimes it's really helpful for if I am starting to disassociate. it's very grounding because of, you know, how intense the ginger is. So chewing one of these is helpful in those situations as well. Hello again. So this week's video is a bit of a combination of different elements. Somebody had requested that I do a journal with me, but I already had the footage for my What's in My Bag segment filmed. So we've just seen that What's in My Bag segment. I filmed that a week or so ago. And then for the remainder of the video, it's going to be a very quiet, very chill journal with me. So feel free to put this on mute if you want and use it for like body doubling. And, you know, it's just going to be like a comfy, cozy time. The two segments that you'll see were filmed across different days, so the lighting and stuff is a little bit different. In this first sort of segment, I am catching up. So I had spent a couple of days at a friend's house, and it meant that my sort of daily journaling wasn't sort of fully completed. And you can see there's some bits of like ephemera and stuff on the desk from that trip. So this was me kind of reflecting on the trip, unwinding, getting myself settled again. And then in the second clip, I am doing some commonplacing. So as nice as the trip away was, if ever I'm away from home and away from my desk in particular, it doesn't take too long for me to become quite like dysregulated and unsettled. And I find, and you know, have found in the past, that working in my books, and in particular getting back to writing in my commonplace book, to be like really grounding, really helps me get back into the fact that I'm back at home and into sort of my routines and stuff. So I wanted to make sure that, as well as doing the sort of practical side and catching up with my reflection and writing about what I got up to on the trip, that I kind of settled back in with the commonplace stuff. So there's some quotes I write about. I think there's a few bits and pieces there. So I'm gonna shut up now and let you sort of enjoy the footage. Use that footage for your co-working or body doubling. I hope it's a nice peaceful time for you. I'm going to put some piano music on this as well, just for an extra bit of background music if you want it. I won't sign off at the end, so I'll say bye for now, and I'll see you next week. Next week is probably going to be your more sort of traditional catch up in my books sort of video. See you next time. Bye bye.
Mm-hmm.